I love AC/DC. Somebody last hour thought I didn't like AC/DC. You got horrible taste in music. No, I love AC/DC. Somebody else on the text line, because it's Hot Take Tuesday, said, I don't like AC/DC. And I respect your take. I don't have to like it. See, the hot take is an easy way to have a conversation with people over stuff.
That you might disagree on.
That you might disagree on that doesn't become anger and hatefulness, which happens too often. That's why we can't have nice things in this country.
There's people out there with no taste that love the Avatar movies.
They are. There must be, because it's like they make a gazillion dollars.
That was the hot take.
That was the hot take. That was.
People out there with no taste who love the Avatar.
I've never gotten them, the Avatar movies. I went, and here's another hot take.
Okay.
I've never seen one all the way through from start to finish. I didn't go see them in the theaters, and the one I've seen, the first one, all I get to is the point where his little hair wraps around the dragon and flies around, and after that, I'm like, this is stupid.
I sat next to a person for that 3-hour waste of time of my life who was constantly chomping and smacking popcorn.
Oh,
drove me nuts.
My goodness, that's not fair. That's not a good thing.
Walked out of that movie with little bits of popcorn on my left shoulder.
Oh, I like that. I like that hot take of everybody hates Avatar, but some people love him, except for Bell, who thinks they're stupid. But he said somebody does. When you think about, I don't know how much tickets cost anymore, like $15-$20.
I was looking at going to see Fantastic Four in the theater, and the cheapest I could find on a matinee was $18.
What? God.
And it was if you want to see it in like IMAX or something like that, $28.
$28?
Yeah.
I want to see Weapons.
Yes, absolutely, man.
We should skip work one day.
Yeah, and just
all of us go
to a matinee.
Let's go to a matinee. What happened to the show? I don't know. They're at a matinee. We're going to give you guys a review.
Didn't you hear? They're at a remote.
We'll just live broadcast the movie.
That's it. Oh, my God. This is totally scary. So scary. Look at those kids. They're scary. I can't tell if anybody's seen it, just tell if it's thumbs up, thumbs down kind of thing. It did really well. There's no doubt it did really well, but it's just so damn expensive to go see a movie nowadays. Yeah. And man, you spend $18 to have somebody drool on you and eat popcorn. That would suck for 3 hours.
Yeah, my wife and my son and I think we were close to $100 seeing, when you add in all the other stuff.
Man, and this is the two of you.
It was just 3 of us, me, my wife, and son.
Because when I take the kids, I say it every time. I have no idea how, like, a family of 4 goes to the movies anymore and comes out of there, and it's like $100, $120.
When movies come out for rental now, they're priced anywhere from like $25 to $30 to rent. But if you think about a family of 4 watching it at home, the money you save renting it at home versus going to the theater is just nuts.
Yeah, it's $19.99 for the first run movies. So this weekend I got, it was a first run, but it was on sale on Amazon because I waited a couple weeks. I saw Dangerous Animals. It was a shark movie. And it was actually really good. Serial killer. Guy was a serial killer.
Anybody taking selfies with the sharks?
No, but he would capture people and then he would try to feed them to sharks and film it. It was good. It was Courtney Jai, is that his name? Big Australian actor. He played, he was Boomerang in all those suicide movies. It's me, Boomerang. Yeah, so that was good. But, man, it's so damn expensive.
It is.
It is insane. Avatar was visually, you know what, look.
For its time.
And even now, he's ahead of the game. He builds stuff he's like, I'm thinking of it. I want to do it. And then he goes and builds it because there's nothing made for it. But I don't need 3 hours of your, Adobe Acrobat. Oh, my God. That is you're wrong. Prom Child was AC/DC's great song. What?
Problem Child.
Yeah.
Problem Child.
So
that's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, sir.
You screwed up, somebody said. You should have gone to the theater and watched it in 3D with edibles.
What, Avatar?
Yeah.
They didn't have edibles back then.
So, no.
Yeah, and I wouldn't waste an edible on an Avatar movie now.
Drive-in in Watertown, very cheap. So, don't we have those like dollar theaters? Remember the dollar theaters?
They're gone.
That would suck. Like they would show stuff that was like 3 months old, or you know. And
they were great, man.
They were great. It was like $2.50. Like
These are movies that were at the end of their run, and they were trying to squeeze those last few dollars out of people.
Right. And you could get popcorn for like $5.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Yeah, those were the best.
Now you can get a handful of popcorn for $5.
Yeah, you gotta sneak your own popcorn in.
I finally realized I don't really like the popcorn as much as I like the butter on top of it. So I just have them pour me a glass of the butter.
Did they have? I like to go over because now they just a lot of places they give you the popcorn and you have to go over to the thing and go. And of course they have 25 different things you can put on them. Right? Like I said, this seasoned salt, that seasoned salt, this seasoned salt. Do you want this?
Yeah.
Here's sriracha. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Everything's sriracha. We do need a Dollar Tree. $100 for a movie? No, not $100. Like if it's a family of 4. That's $80 just to get in. Or $75 if they're kids, right? So it's like $75 to get in. If you dare buy a drink, that is going to cost you $15. And then, you get a popcorn and some candy. Because if I'm going to the movies, I'm going to do that because I always feel like I'm here at the movies. They're making their money off selling the stuff. And, but it's just too damn expensive.
What's y'all's go-to candy at the movie?
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. That's good. I like the sweet tarts.
Oh, yeah.
Like the roll of sweet tarts.
Those are good.
I would have done that back in the day, but I don't really eat candy now.
We know you don't. Lebanon has a $5 Tuesday at the Roxy, $7.50 for a matinee in Murfreesboro.
That's not bad.
And somebody said, I can imagine Ken watching a movie on drugs.
Not on drugs, on THC.
You'll just hear, oh, out of the
man,
out of the corner of the cinema.
That is spectacular.
And he'll be back there chomping his popcorn.
Just the expense, though. It's like we were talking earlier. We started the show off when I asked Ken, how much is it for was it according to the latest, inflationary thing that it's $5 to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at home?
$5 to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
That's insane. Why aren't they going down? Why aren't they? I thought we were promised all this stuff was going down.
Because you got to have deflation to get prices to go down.
Oh, here we go. Hot tamales. Get movie candy at Walgreens.
Oh, the hot tamales. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. So, yeah, but you're right, though. Like if I spend $20 at home, I've got the movie for 2 days, unless you buy it. And out of that, I can watch it for several times, and the whole family can. That's amazing. That's why, the battle of some things, and some movies need to be seen in the theater.
Yes, sir.
I mean, for all the talk about, how much Belle likes Avatar, the reality is some movies do need to be seen in the theater. And that's one of those movies where you're like, this thing needs to be, it's not the same at home.
Yeah, Fantastic Four was outstanding in the theater, man. It was great.
Did you see Superman?
I haven't seen that yet, but I'm going.
Not with Dean Cain, because now he's an ICE member or whatever. Did you see that?
Be going after Superman to arrest him.
I got into a conversation the other day about, he was an illegal alien. I'm like, he was not real. So
that's not true.
That's a stupid conversation. He was an illegal. He is not real. He flies. He's impervious to anything. He's not real. Dean Cain is real. Not Israel, like going to Israel, but he is real. Isn't that stupid, though? Like, if you want to go do it, they're hiring. Knock yourself out. They giving you a bonus? Who was it? It's what's interesting. Like, so Dean Cain gets hammered for going to do the ICE thing, which we've become very political. But, you go back to World War II, how many of our guys served in the military? Right? You go and look, and they all served in the military, and they did it with pride, and it was all this kind of stuff. And, nowadays, it's, that guy. It's ridiculous. And, yeah, it's not the military, but still, You go and you dare say that, people freak out like, oh, good for him if he wants to join.
Sure.
Probably not acting a lot. He feels like somebody should be on a lot of Hallmark movies.
Like Christmas romance.
Oh, I can't
Hallmark
even wait
movies.
for that. We got to find out, okay, when do they make their announcements?
Let's look at this up.
Yeah.
When does Hallmark announce Christmas movies?
Yeah, so.
They're doing it right now.
I know, it's Christmas
in
in,
July.
Let's see here. Mid-October this year. They'll be making their announcement. I cannot wait.
Dude, I got sucked into one of those. I wasn't paying attention. And all of a sudden, I realized I'd been watching a Hallmark Christmas movie, and it had been like 35 minutes.
And you're like, I
had to get up and go outside.
I got to see if she's going to marry Santa Claus's nephew.
Did you need a shot of testosterone after the movie, Ken?
No.
I think it was called, I think it had, now I can't remember his name. Good grief.
You know who
What
did
is
do one of
wrong with
those?
me?
Brandon Routh? He was the
Routh,
Superman for one episode, right?
Yes.
One show.
Oh,
One
Rob
movie.
Lowe was in this Christmas movie.
Who was in it?
Rob Lowe.
Oh, Rob Lowe.
Christmas movie. I think it was called The Christmas Shoe or something.
Oh, that's a great thing.
Yeah. Rob Lowe Christmas movie, The Christmas Shoes.
Look at that. $5 PB&J. Yes, you're correct, guys. So the PB&J story is a lie. We don't make it up. I don't know who they're counting for PB&J. This is why you need illegal immigration, because somebody else could make PB&Js for 50 cents.
I tell you what kind of peanut butter you can save on. Great value.
Great value. That is,
What in the world?
I'm just trying to think.
Somebody's listening to me, boys.
Who?
So I just said Hallmark.
Oh.
Okay, somebody texted me. We provided incentives to Hallmark, and they moved. Oh, I know who this is.
Okay.
We provided incentives to Hallmark, and they moved a lot of their operations, I believe, to Tennessee.
Yeah,
they
I think
film
so.
a lot of their shows around, I'll be.
Nobody films their shows in California anymore. It's too expensive. We did that thing earlier this year where they were talking about, was it Community, the show? Rob Lowe was on that too, right? And they said if they were to shoot that this year, they would go to Ireland because his new show, which is an American game show, they film in Ireland. It's cheaper to fly 100 people to Ireland and keep them there for a week than it is to film in L.A. You guys have done a great job. Speaking of that, we'll talk a little bit about inflation. We got our hot takes. Do a little bit of that as well. And gerrymandering, redistricting, whatever it is, it's gotten to the point now where they're not even pretending to say they're talking over us at this point in time. We'll talk a bit about that as well. If you want to reach out to us with your hot takes, and we're going to give you ours in a minute, tell everybody how they do it. Tell them where to text.
615-737-9986.
Hot Take Tuesday, straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 9 and 7. Yeah, guys, it doesn't matter. I'm talking to somebody who was in one of those Hallmark-like movies. Text the show. Said, hey, I played Santa Claus in one of those movies.
All right.
Get him back for Christmas. 2016, starring Alexa Pena Vega. Yeah. But, hey, I see Mario Lopez. That guy was absolutely built for those things, wasn't he? Woo! Natasha Bure, my assumption is that is Candace Cameron Bure's daughter, if I'm correct.
Yeah. And Representative Sapicki tells me that Tennessee and Hallmark, like Tennessee offered some incentives, and now Hallmark has moved a lot of their operations here to Tennessee.
That's it. That's
So,
what you
boys,
do.
we could land a part in one of these movies.
Yeah, that's our goal, is to be there, right? As they film, and you and I and everybody, we're all doing our bell camp because he didn't have a head, so it'll be like weird. We'll try to get you on the Wednesday movie.
Scott says I could play Burl Ives.
Oh, great Burl Ives. Burl Ives is the entertainment version of anyone? Colonel Sanders. Absolutely correct on that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Very true. Hot Take Tuesday. We do our hot takes. It's fun. You can do political if you want. Me, I choose to have fun with our hot takes. And today I said Van Hagar. I preferred them over Van Halen. Doesn't mean I didn't like Van Halen. Just means if I had to listen to one of the two, I'm choosing Van Hagar every time.
That's your preference.
That's my preference. You, Bell.
Avatar was a garbage movie that should not and did not need sequels.
Belle loves that one. Do you think they just go and he just X's out and says, okay, we did water, we did fire or whatever. Now we're going to do dirt.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do air. And he's running. Now we're going to space. I don't know. Okay, Kent.
Mayonnaise should never, in all caps, be used in tuna fish sandwiches. Only Miracle Whip. And no pickles or celery.
Yeah, I don't get the celery. I don't relish. I think that's a Southern thing because my grandmother always made it that way, and I had aunts that would make it that way, and I just celery's just gross to begin with to me, and then you stick it in the middle of a sandwich. I'm like, I wanted a tuna fish sandwich. I didn't need the vegetable.
Yeah, I just want and I hate fish with a. When I mean a passion, I ate fish with a passion. And you know who you are who microwaves fish at the office where everybody hates you, and then you got to throw the microwave away. You just got to throw it away. There's nothing else you could do with it.
That's a bad smell, boy.
Isn't it? And every time you then go and you microwave something, like, oh, I got pizza from last night. What do you have? You have fish pizza. Okay? So, but I like tuna fish, but I like it, salt, pepper, pretty plain. I do the mayo. That's who I am as a person, as an American. He does Miracle Whip. That's the beauty is we can disagree on things and still be friends.
I do mayo, too.
Huh?
I do mayo, too.
Yeah, but I don't want relish, carrots.
No relish in it.
What are you people doing? Who are you people?
Hard-boiled eggs. I'll put eggs in it.
Man, that feels like a fartorama right there going on.
Yeah, it could get rough.
I'll put a couple slices of tomato on my tuna fish sandwich, but I'm not going to mix it in with the tuna.
No. You don't want to do that.
Ray puts relish in his tuna, and he does make it with Miracle Whip.
Yes, sir. Way to go, brother
And
Ray.
he also he hates Taylor Swift because her new album came out. Well, she announced it today, and he's just mad because he got in line, and they're like, sorry, we already sold out. But he's like, I'm the biggest fan ever. If you guys ever listen to the show, Ray's not the biggest fan of Taylor Swift.
Or of you.
Or of me. He begrudgingly enjoys our fun because I talk to him, right? That's just it. Hot take. Oh, this is a good one.
Let's hear it.
Star Wars should have stopped after 3 original movies. The prequels suck and the 3 sequels suck. That first sequel, after waiting all those years, was so bad.
Those sequels are bad.
What was that kid's name that played the young Anakin?
Oh, what is his name? You're talking about the little boy.
No,
Anakin.
the one that became kind of a movie star afterwards.
Yeah,
you're talking about Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
Think about this. That movie was so bad, he started a movie cost $200 million, and he does nothing now.
That's
little,
true.
Little things here in the indie movies. I think he did Jumper as well.
Oh, Jumper was great. I wish that had done well because I would have loved to have seen a sequel of that.
One of our business partners wrote the movie Jumper.
Really?
Yep.
I really enjoyed that. Tell them good job.
I will. He also did, what's the one with, I always forget, with Brad Pitt and Edward Norton, the fighting movie?
Fight Club?
Fight Club, yeah. He wrote the
treatment?
Not the treatment. He actually wrote the
script?
Screenplay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
Not the actual script.
Good job on that, too.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good.
What was that movie where Brad Pitt played the Mick?
Where
you couldn't understand a word he said, but he'd knock you out.
Lock, stock, and two smoking
barrels, yeah. With Jason Statham.
Yes.
Hello, it's me, Jason. When Jason had a little bit of hair, he was trying then.
That's right.
But that movie, remember, they were carnies. You never mess with carnies,
That's
mate.
right.
You never do. Never mess with carnies. I'm telling you that right now.
That's the thing. I'm telling you, man, Brad Pitt, he can play those quirky characters.
Yes, he can.
He does it really well.
He is funny in those quirky. Didn't he just get robbed?
Yes, he did. They arrested 4 people. Ransacked his home.
Time for him to move. Oh, it was Snatch. It was called Snatch.
Snatch. That's it. Yeah.
Snatch. Also another good movie.
I think they were weren't both those movies directed by Guy Ritchie?
Yeah. Guy Ritchie is the British version of Quentin Tarantino, but not as good. Not as good. So those are your hot takes. Give us some more of your hot takes. Coming up, we'll talk a little bit about inflation. Got some other stuff to talk about, too, to have a little fun with you guys on this day. And, yeah, we may talk a little politics. We don't talk about that all the time. We talk about life because it's fun, and we're fun people. That's what we do here. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Ken, what school was that again? That the
Legacy Middle School there in Williamson County.
guy walked in. My name's Linda. And or may not have had my period. I'm going to go with no, but I appreciate the opportunity for you to say that.
Not only no, but never will.
Never will. That's a period. That's a fake period for you guys. Give him a man pond. Oh, goodness me. That's just, this is, how do you think he felt being in there? That had to feel awkward for him as much as it did the girls. First of all of those things are awkward because adults are talking to you about adult stuff, if you will, and they're usually not good at that, and they feel awkward. So, and then Jack Johnson's going to get him?
He just says we might have to tighten up something in the rules, in the law.
I thought that was already tightened out. Didn't they already come up with the you can't do that thing?
I'd have to go back and look.
There's so many of those things.
But this I'm not sure about, and he's not sure about it either, at least while he was, talking to Dan Mandis this morning. That's why he's going to look into it.
Well, that's probably because Dan Mandis made him nervous. Probably why. You know how Dan does it. Is that the same school that was putting litter boxes? No, there's no litter. That was fake. Stop with the litter boxes. Stop with that. Although, an insane world, could it happen? No, it can't happen. We were talking earlier about the cost of life because that's what really matters. At the end of the night, you lay your head down, you're going to sleep, you're not thinking to yourself about anything other than, oh my God, what do I have to do tomorrow and how much does life cost? But the peanut butter and jelly thing has sparked quite a conversation because according to new pretend data, it's $5 for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I've broken it down. Are you ready for this? Loaf of basic white bread. We're going to do some averages here because some are 16, some are 24, whatever. So let's just say 20 slices. Cost the sandwich for the bread, 25 to 40 cents. Peanut butter, $2.50 to $5. So even if you go up high, right, anywhere between 16 and 31 cents per scoop. And jelly, $2 to $4. 24 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon for sandwich, 8 cents to 17 cents. So low end, if you start adding everything up, the average cost should be right around 55 to 60 cents. High end, maybe near $1. So I don't know if they're eating gold peanut butter, which is a possibility.
No, Amish artisanal baguettes.
Well, yeah, and we got Ken here, and that guy knows the Amish. Are they Amish? Oh, Lord. I just don't get how you get that. And I know it's expensive, but that seems like it's just way too damn expensive for a sandwich. And I don't know who makes up some of these things. Probably the person that wanted to destroy me with the fake numbers. The fake job numbers are fake. Always have been. I hear that they're not going to do those anymore. Or they're going to hold off for them.
Like revisions?
Yeah, well, no, they may not do them at all.
Oh.
Which I don't
do the job numbers at all.
Yeah, which gotcha. I don't think is a good thing because there's certain things inside of there that forecast. Everything with anything where you're forecasting and guesstimating because you don't have all the data, you got to always have it, there's an asterisk next to it. I mean, if you send out all of those questionnaires and you only get 50 to 60% of them back, they used to get like 70 to 80%. You're always going to revise because you don't have all the data. But they need that, apparently. The way that they look out when it comes to parts of the stock market, as well as, obviously, the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve. Earlier today, his name being Gavin Newsom, who wants to be president of the United States, he has he has something for the president because of what's going on in Texas, where I still don't think they know where any of those Democrats are.
President Trump, it's time to stand down. It's time to make another phone call to Greg Abbott. This time, instead of calling him and telling him you're quote unquote entitled to 5 congressional seats, it's time to tell him to stand down. It's time to recognize that democracy is at risk. It's time to, dare I say, do the right thing. Actually see how that feels for you, doing the right thing. If you don't, California will neutralize anything you do in the state of Texas. California will continue to punch above its weight. We believe in democracy. We believe in the enduring values of our founding fathers. 249 years. We're not going to sit back passively. We're not going to sit back and watch you light democracy on fire. We will fight fire with fire.
Sounds like Gavin had been drinking or something there.
Just the guy cannot resist an opportunity to bloviate and say nothing.
Yes. I love my favorite thing of this. And by the way, the Republicans are just as guilty of this insanity.
What are you talking about? Gerrymandering?
That's what they all do. But my favorite, they're not even pretending anymore. We're doing it no, they're now coming out going, we're going to pick our people that we believe are going to give us the best way to win. And then, so after that happens, Greg Abbott goes on to Jake Tapper's program.
Well, let me ask you just this final question, sir, as a bigger picture item, which is what's unusual about this is that you're attempting to do it in 2025 as opposed to waiting till the end of the decade, as normally is when the redistricting takes place. You've explained the Supreme Court decision that led you to do this. But what's going on, obviously, is not happening in Texas. It's not happening in a vacuum. We have Democrats in California and New York and other states saying, well, if Governor Abbott does this in Texas, we're going to add 5 Democratic seats. Are you not worried at all about a redistricting, gerrymandering arms race going on? And theoretically, is it not just better for voters to be picking their politicians instead of politicians to be picking their voters through gerrymandering?
Which is what I have been saying for quite a while.
I'd ask the Democrats the same thing.
Oh, 100%. But see, here's the thing. The Democrats, they go to the TikTok.
Yeah.
Or they go to MSNBC. Nobody goes, very few decide to go on somebody on the other side of the aisle. I mean, it's the one thing about Republicans, and Bill Maher's talked about it. Hey, most Republicans know when they're coming on his show on Friday night that a vast majority of the audience is going to be against their ideas and stuff, but they have no problem coming on. Where Republicans, Democrats, very few will go on anywhere, which is sad. So this is what he had to say.
Well, to be clear, listen, all those big blue states, they've already gerrymandered. Look at the map of Illinois. Look at the map of California, New York, and Massachusetts, and so many other blue states. They gerrymandered a long time ago. They got nothing left with regard to what they can do. And know this, if California tries to gerrymander 5 more districts, listen, Texas has the ability to eliminate 10 Democrats in our state. We can play that game more than they can because they have fewer Republican districts in their states.
Let me ask you a question. Do any of you idiots actually think to yourself, hey, is this good for the American people? Or is it just, let me show you what I can do for my party? We need to start. We need to tear it all up, start all over again. Well, sorry, founding fathers. You gave us the opportunity to come out here and be self-reliant and govern ourselves. We couldn't do it. We couldn't. Money got involved. Then gerrymandering got involved. And then the next thing you know, came the internet and everything went sideways even more. And this is what we've got ourselves, which is a disaster. And it's frustrating because I want my politician in the district that represents me, the state that represents me, to actually have to work for my vote. Not know that they've picked me or they've picked you specifically, knowing that enough people are going to vote in one direction to keep them protected. That is not a great place to be. No, it should be frustrated with both sides on this. Start over. That's it. I said it last week. Draw it up. Do it based on populations and areas. It's not going to be perfect, but I bet you we get it right 80, 85% of the time, compared to places like Massachusetts. It's like, well, we'll do it too. What are you going to do?
They've already done as much as they can.
You don't have one Republican in your state. You have 5 little seats in the state house. No Republicans representing you at the federal level. Nothing when it comes to mayors, governors, lieutenant governors, any of that stuff. And you've got 40% of people in Massachusetts voted for Trump. So think about that. 40%, they have no representation. Same thing in places like Chicago, Illinois. Illinois is the worst, too. Illinois is just, they don't even pretend. So, yeah, I think it's a joke. I think we need to stop this insanity. We do. We need to stop this insanity. We need to get people who want to actually work for the people, want to work for the votes, and will actually go there and do a job and bring us a report card. I don't expect perfection. That's the other thing. You know, like would you say the purity test? Well, it's the perfection test. We want perfection. No, I want you to work for the American people. I care about the American people. I don't care about parties. Because parties are going to let you down. They're essentially the same party outside of a few.
Oh, my God, you're a libtard.
No, I'm not. Libtard. You're a libtard there, Chad. What do you think of that? Meh. No, it's just, I care about the American people. I care about you and I more than I care about the power of the person that we voted to go do a job for us because we're doing our other jobs and living our lives. And they decided this most important thing is themselves, the party, and anything left, we trickle down to us, which is frustrating AF. We were talking about the junior high earlier. Somebody said they think that incident happened before the law went into effect.
Well, it happened in May of last year.
Yeah, so
last
that
school year
may have been an
issue. Because the law wouldn't have taken effect until July.
Yeah, so there you go.
If it was passed in the last year, which I believe it was.
Yeah, I think it was. So that's how, you don't need to do anything else. We don't need to, everybody doesn't need to lose themselves over this. We don't need to turn this into something bigger than it is, which we tend to do now in politics. What? Somebody did what? Okay, we know the rule now. That happened the rule went into effect. It's gone into effect. If it happens next week, then there's a conversation to have. Let's all move on. Everybody settle down. Coming up, more of your hot takes. My hot take today is Van Hagar is better than Van Halen. It's not the love. I mean, they are. Why can't this be love? Right? Absolutely. Miracle Whip for tuna. That's Ken's hot take.
Yes, sir.
The whip. And Belle hates Avatar with a passion.
It was a garbage movie, and it didn't need sequels.
There you go. But it got a bunch. And what do you say? He's got 3, 4, and 5 coming.
There's another 42 coming or something.
42. Be prepared to be prepared. That, among other things, straight ahead. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. You ever think to yourself as you're shooting it out with a guy at the tobacco store because you tried to steal a vape that maybe you've made some wrong choices? Maybe this didn't go the way you thought it was going to go.
Oh, we're having a dispute. I know how to handle this.
Yeah, that's welcome to, unfortunately, the new way that everything's handled.
And if I'm the clerk, it's your world, G. If they've got a gun, it's your store, dude.
But the problem is everybody else has guns, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's actually good if you need it.
It is.
My advice to the clerk, shoot for center mass.
What was that movie, The Patriot, with Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Aim big, hit big, aim small, miss small. There you go. We were doing a hot take Tuesday, and somebody said Van Hagar is abomination. And so, and David Lee Roth sold more. So David Lee Roth did sell more. He had more albums with him. Both of them had number 1 hits. Van Hagar had 9 top 40s. Van Halen had 7. Panama, Ain't Talking About Love, and obviously Jump were huge for Van Halen. I just didn't like, and you know what's funny is I like David Lee Roth when he kind of went and did, his own stuff. I thought some of that stuff was cool. California Girls and stuff.
Yeah.
He was nuts, though.
He still is kind of an odd dude.
He is so wackadoo.
Some of his art's pretty cool, though.
He is a bit of a wackadoo. I'll watch some of his stuff that he does, and he is, but he's still, like I was telling Belle yesterday, that guy's still, like, super fit. Still does his yoga and his kung fu, which is
Remember when he played himself on The Sopranos?
Yes. Did you ever watch him when he was on with Rogan?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. He's one of those people where, like, there's a finite time, and you're like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, it's like he never turns it off.
No, you're exhausting. We thought maybe it was a character, and it is not a character.
It is him.
Somebody said David Lee Roth can't hold Sammy's jockstrap. Why would a tobacco store be open at midnight? Because somebody's got to get their vape.
Yeah, it's probably like one of those tobacco /
Oh, it's that thing that John Rose is worried
That's
about?
just Jason being sarcastic with that question.
Something about this story tells me that maybe the clerk and the other two had a beef outside of the store. You know what I mean?
Like they knew each other?
Yes.
Like maybe there was a deal that didn't work out, or somebody stole somebody's fat girlfriend? I don't know. I'm assuming she was larger. I wasn't making an assumption.
Fat shaming. Fat shaming.
Shame! 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 Coming up, we got hour number 3 of the program. We're going to talk about, we can do a little bit on Russia, right? Do a little bit on D.C. We haven't done too much D.C. today. And I'm going to tell you the perfect example of data and facts and why you can, the perfect example of, I'm going to give my team's score. Because that is politics in a nutshell. And we try to just deliver the truth, get you to look at all different angles, make you think, hey, critical thinking here. I think this. That's simple. We'll talk a bit about that. More on Hot Take Tuesday. And, of course, Matt will be here towards the end of the hour as well. The welcome Matt, as we call it. If you're missing the show, shame on you, grab the podcast. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997.